Hey guys, Denise here from Sewlimitless, and in today's video I'm going to do a little blind stitch hem demonstration to show you how to use a blind stitch foot, and I'm going to go over what I am currently working on, and I'll show you the changes that I'm making to a pattern. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you two different blind stitch feet that I have. This one is for the Bernina. This is, you've probably seen something like this. This is how it looks there. And then this one is the one I have for my brother machine. Basically, it looks the same. It's got the little, whatever you call it, in the middle there. And what I'm going to do is a little demonstration to show you how these work. So we're going to pretend that this piece of fabric here is our hem that we want to sew. It's turned up here. I just serged the edge just to make it clear what I'm about to do, and just turned it up. So now let me show you how this foot is going to work. So here we have our pretend garment that I showed you, turned up there. Now we're going to take it and turn it like this. Let me show you again. That's your hem. This is your garment. Turn that like that. Now sometimes I pin it, sometimes I just will hold it, but this is what it's going to look like when you turn it over. Make sure that you are on your blind stitch. You've got your machine set for a blind stitch, I should say. That's very important because otherwise it's not going to work. And I'm just going to lower this foot and show you how the stitch works. Now what it's doing, it's sort of like a longer zigzag stitch where it catches the fold here, and that's why it's important to fold over your fabric. Now, let's keep going. And you keep the metal piece right at the fold, right at the edge of the fold, so you know where that needle is going to hit. Okay, this is what the stitch looks like when it's done. And this is basically what it will look like. Now this may have been when where the fold was a little bit thicker, but in any case, if you're using matching thread, which of course I'm not, so that you can see what I'm doing, then you will see very little of this. I mean, the thread will blend in, but basically that is the gist of it. So I just wanted to show you, do a little blind stitch hem tutorial, show and tell, because I've used this a couple of times. It's not actually something I use a lot, but if you are ever wanting to use something that is almost an invisible type of hem, this is the stitch to use. So blind stitch hem. So that's the blind stitch little demonstration that I was doing for you. And if you have any questions about that, just leave them down below in the comment section. Like I said, it's not something that I use often, but it's certainly a good thing to have. I like it on more tailored garments. For example, I used it when I made those black pants not too long ago, and on the print dress that I made for Minerva most recently. I did a blind stitch on those two garments. So it's just something to keep in mind. Now, let me show you what I am currently working on, and you can see the big mess that I have on my sewing table. So let's go there. So this is my current project. Let me show you. It's the duet trousers from Love Notions. I've never made this before, but it says it's for woven or for knit fabric. So I want to give this a try, but I'm fairly confident that it's not going to fit me just as is. So what I'm doing is, you see this line that I've drawn in here? I'm going to make an adjustment to the seat basically and scoop out that one. This is the front piece. Here is the back piece here. I'm going to scoop out on the back and the front. And I've made, which you probably can't see. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. I've made this, extended this just a little bit. So we will see how all of this works out. Now, I have, and this is something that you can do that may help you. I have this big binder here, and it's a whole bunch of different articles, and just says sewing articles, but it's a whole binder full of different sewing articles and information that I've gathered over the years, and it's just very helpful because I have it in different sections. One of them is fitting techniques, or whatever techniques I call it. So I've got things printed out on fitting pants, and so I think what I will do, even though I really didn't want to do a muslin, I think I might go ahead. This is just woven muslin fabric. I don't think I have any cheap knit that I can use. If I did, I would do that. So if I had some cheap, inexpensive, but really cheap knit, I would use that. But I don't think at least I can't find any that would be enough to do the muslin for the pants. So I think I'll just use regular old muslin woven fabric for that and see how that goes. This is what I want to use for the actual pants. This is a Ponte knit, and it's just, they call it beige. I bought this at Mood Fabrics, and it's called beige, but it's like a khaki color to me. So I'm going to try with that fabric and see how everything works out. Hopefully I will get these adjustments done. Now, what I will do when I make this adjustment is I'm not actually going to cut this off. I am going to do the, what do they call it? Like tape around the curve and then clip it and fold it back, because that way, if for some reason it doesn't quite work out and I need to change it, it's easy to do. I can just fold it back in place. But I'm just going to tape around the curve, and that's a good thing. I've done this before on regular pattern tissue, and it actually works really well. It's a Palmer Pletch technique that they use for their pattern fitting method. Put tape around your changes, like curves that you want to do, and then you can just clip and then fold it back, or like I usually use removable tape it back, and then that'll be my adjustment. And it's easy, like I said, if I need to, for any reason, if the adjustment doesn't work out and I think, well, maybe I need to go back to the original, it's just easier to do it that way. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a little something. Please give it a thumbs up, and go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you will not miss a new video. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.